The LV County Championship's best bowlers in the First Division, Chris Rushworth and Steve Magoffin, went head-to-head with each other on the second day of the match between Sussex and Durham and Arundel, and it was the visitors who just about came out on top in the end. It was an important morning for Sussex, who began it on 44 for 2 after dismissing their opponents for 301, and Matt Machen and Ed Joyce added 13 to that in the day's first 5 overs. Machen then turned a short ball to leg off Graham Onions, where Keaton Jennings bagged an excellent one-handed diving catch. Rushworth then claimed his third wicket of the innings as he found the inside edge of Luke Wright's bat to have him taken behind for 5 at 64 for 4. A number of the home batsmen made a start without scoring anything that made a big difference, perhaps the result of playing on some tough wickets at Hove this summer. This one at Arundel also offered the quick something from time to time. These shots came off the bats of Joyce and Ben Brown, who were both out in quick succession. On 15, Brown got a regulation nick behind off Paul Coughlin, and then Joyce, with 23 runs to his name, guided a delivery from John Hastings into the hands of Jennings to leave Sussex in some trouble on 103 for 6. Chris Nash came off his sickbed in at number 7 and had made 16 before he became the third man of the innings to be bowled by Rushworth, who then did the same to the injured Ajmal Shahzad as the bowler grabbed his 4th 5-wicket haul of another very profitable campaign. Now on 135 for 8, Sussex were in danger of being asked to follow on. That had been avoided by the time Rushworth struck yet again, Magoffin taken by Paul Collingwood after scoring 14. Only one Sussex batsman had failed to make it into double figures, but the top score by any of them was 23, until George Dockrell showed his usefulness with the bat on loan from Somerset. He made 37, and with Tim Linley, who also got into double digits, 40 runs were added for the last wicket, the best partnership of the innings. Dockrell was left stranded when his fellow loanee Linley pulled Onions to mid-wicket. As Sussex were all out for 201, Rushworth, with his best return of the season of 6 for 49, which took his tally in the 4-day summer to 46. Magoffin had 38 when he came on to bowl at the start of the Durham innings, and in the space of just 16 deliveries, he'd increased that number by 4. He got Mark Stoneman's second ball for a duck, and then got rid of Jennings with the 5th ball of his opening over to leave Durham 2 down with only 1 run on the board. It was a good job that they had a first innings lead of 100 runs, because a fire at Magoffin struck again with his 9th delivery as Collingwood lost his middle stump. And it was 4 in 16 when Michael Richardson was also bowled off an inside edge, a wicket which left the visitors on 13 for 4, 3 of the batsmen gone for a duck. It was extraordinary stuff, and some were looking at various record low scores before Gordon Mutchell, who batted well for his 81 not out on the previous day, and Scott Borthwick combined to remove any threat of a very low total. Magoffin was now held up. Linley couldn't repeat his heroics of day 1, while the rest also struggled to find a way through, as Durham were able to recover to a total of 60 for 4 at tea, the lead now up to 160. Spin has done little in this match, and when Dockrell was brought on after the interval, Mutchell hit him down the ground for a 6. The dose repeated in the next over by Borthwick with a well-timed pull off Linley, the batsman having already made a 50 of 70 balls. These two eventually carried their crucial partnership to 118 in 32 overs together, Borthwick getting to a fine 74. But that's where his innings was ended by Luke Wells, who somehow got this delivery past the bat and onto the stumps. Mutchell recorded his second half century in 2 days, this one off 113 balls, and he and Ryan Pringle appeared to be heading towards the close unscathed, when the latter, on 15, received a horrible grubber that he could have only kept out with a spade rather than a bat. Deliveries like that were thankfully rare, unlike Mutchell's excellence, which grew as he ended the day on 66 after planting Wells over the rope for his second maximum. It meant that the day ended with Durham well placed in the end on 168 for 6, a lead of 268, and they will fancy increasing their lead at the top of the championship table with a 6th win from 8, while sending Sussex to a 4th defeat from 5. There is, though, plenty of cricket still left to play before that can be confirmed, and Sussex will certainly not have given up winning this match themselves